Did you know that one of the biggest reasons why guys keep going back to porn is because it works? So what do I mean by that? Well, many often use porn as a source of emotional regulation because watching porn gives you such a big amount of dopamine, so while you are using it, you actually get to forget about life's problems for a short while. But as we all know, it only makes it worse in the long run. So what do we do then when we go on a nofap journey, when first of all we lose that temporary coping mechanism, and second we start feeling like now everything is worse because now we don't really have any pleasure in life that we can fall back on? What are some good things we can substitute for porn to feel good in the moment?
Scandinavian Bob here, hi. Yeah, a real voice and person behind this video, who has been involved in the porn addiction community for more than a decade now. So if you're getting sick of all these fake AI videos out there, consider subscribing.
Well, first of all, you should know that this feeling like we no longer have anything that gives us pleasure is going to be strongest in the first 30 days or so after quitting, before your reward system starts to rebalance itself. Because once it does, we really start to notice that, hey, now I can actually get enjoyment and pleasure from day-to-day normal activities again, which I have to tell you is truly an awesome feeling. You see, addictions can be nasty because they tend to make everything else in your life feel grey and pointless. It is like the neuroscientist Andrew Huberman used to say, addiction is a progressive narrowing of things that bring you pleasure. But again, this will reverse itself as you keep on going. But what can we do during that first phase when everything seems boring to help us then? Well, let me share a few things I used to consider back when I was rebooting. When I felt really low, I often went for a walk in nature, after which I took a cold shower. Or then I went for a short run, finishing off by taking that icy cold shower. And let me tell you, no matter how low I was feeling that day, doing that almost always lifted my mood by at least 20 to 30%. Another thing I remember doing is I went for a 2-hour-long walk in the forest, bringing a backpack with coffee and a couple of sandwiches while I was listening to some podcast about how to turn your life around. And this always filled me with at least a bit of hope, no matter how bad my situation felt that day. So now some of you may say, oh come on, going for a run and then taking a cold shower is going to take a lot of effort. Isn't there anything I can substitute for porn that will give me an instant good feeling? Sure, you can try to reward yourself with a good meal and perhaps playing some video games in moderation. There's certainly nothing wrong with that as long as you're mindful about it. But here, you have to be a bit more careful because it was actually your need for instant gratification that got you in trouble with porn in the first place. So you do have to be a bit careful so you don't start trading one addiction for another. This is why going for more higher quality dopamine activities will be more safe for you. However, if you remember only one thing from this video, make sure it's the following words. Nothing brings you more joy than setting some goal for yourself that you know that if you were to achieve would significantly improve your life. And then, my friend, then when you at the end of your day can look back on your day knowing that you actually put in some decent work on that goal, oh man, it's hard to find a better feeling than that. Even if you happen to be desensitized by porn right now, it still feels good. And you know why? Because your identity is involved. Working on your desired identity can bring you joy even if your dopamine system is out of whack. This, my friend, is what I recommend you substitute for porn to feel good right now. I mean, just think about it. Let's say you spend 10 hours a week on watching porn. Well, that's 520 hours a year that you could be spending on working on yourself and improving your life. And obviously, in whatever situation you happen to be in right now, you could improve a lot with 520 hours of additional work working on your goals each year. Listen guys, the ultimate joy is the reinforcement of your desired identity. Please take that sentence in on a deeper level, because I really want you to think about it. And as always, if you need help with relapses, you can always read about the powerful porn crushing system by clicking on the screen right here, or using the link under the video. And speaking about the darker sides of quitting porn, take a look at another video you can see on the screen right here, where I talk about a real serious trap people can fall into when they decide to give up the porn. Just click on it right now and you will see exactly what I mean.